Yo, Mr. Saint, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. We're prepping for ritual altar farming. We're gonna give it a little whirl, give it a little twirl, see how it goes. Oh no, we just wasted the spirit. And hopefully everything works out well. Hopefully it all goes swimmingly. Let's actually swap out our wand real quick. Let's go back to this wand, our other wand that we made. I did make it a little bit better, I think. Yeah, this is what we're working with right now in terms of wand. It's still not that good, but so reduce our life cost a little bit at the cost of some damage, and yeah, now we can make bossing and whatnot on these maps a little bit easier. And we're really just zooming. How was my fourth? It was all right. It went pretty well. How was yours? Very nice. Glad to hear that it went well. Yo, Gafran, how are you doing, brother? I hope you're doing well. Good day, Mr. Headshot. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome. Hope you are all doing splendid. Hope you are all having a nice day. If you guys live in the U.S., I hope you had a nice 4th. We're starting off strong with some Autobomber content. We're really just clearing out some areas to get some tower setups. Made an immortal Smith of Kitava, but projectiles are real. Yeah. How does that work? Is it just thorns or hungover but fine? Yeah, my I did not drink last night, honestly. I don't really drink too much. Alright, we kind of have to go slow with this Wisp. Holy cow, the quality just dropped quite a bit. It's a little bit blurry. I guess that's triple buffering not working. I'm trying to build the Autobomber myself. Do I have the against it? No. Well, yes, but you don't. All you really need is the against the darkness with spirit. And like the less spirit has, the more you're going to need to get on your helmet. I only need 23 because I have plus 12. But you don't actually need the damage gain. So let me show you just how little it gives. So right now my lightning bolt is at 113. When I take this off, it goes to 109. So this is like a 1% DPS increase to have the extra damage. It's completely negligible. So don't pay, like, you can buy a Spirit ATD for 15 divs. Do not pay 300 for extra damage one. It's so beyond underwhelming. In fact, I might actually sell mine off, but I know that if I sell it, I'm probably just going to end up spending the currency, right? So probably hold on to it for now. But we're still min-maxing the build a little bit. We're still min-maxing the build a little bit, unfortunately, because we can speed run most maps, but like if we really juice the maps, we struggle a lot, and we can't really get too much rarity on the build without insane gear. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, like I said, I can show you again. Like this is our damage. We're actually at like 60k with this one, 80k with our other wand. But if I take it out, the 4% damage one, we go from 57 to 54. So it's literally like, I mean, it is like 3% more damage. It's a little bit of damage. If my wand and focus were a bit better, it'd probably be better as well. But like I said, it's not that crazy. It's not as crazy as you'd think. Even though it says gain 12%, like you're already gaining damage and stuff. So like we're already gaining 100% of our damage. So gaining an extra 12% is like a 1% damage increase. Have I tried TOC? No. What is TOC? Oh, Trial of Chaos. Yeah, I've done Trial of Chaos. I'm not a big fan of it. It's kind of slow. That's why I don't like it. There's too much intermissions, too many downtimes. Or too much downtime, too many intermissions, too much downtime, and I hate that the rooms are like gated behind time that you can't necessarily speed up. Like in the Trial of Sekhmet, you can speed up any room you want, but in the Trial of Chaos, you're kind of locked behind, you know, the timers and how fast stuff moves. Am I still trying to craft a staff? No. I think a staff would be good, but part of the problem is unless it's like a perfect staff, it's going to be really hard to fit too much into the build. It's going to be too hard to, like, without a crazy helmet. I think we kind of need a focus for the ES, for the Autobomber portion at least. But yeah, the wand for now, or the staff for now, I kind of holding off on. I bought everyone on the market. Like, I've resold most of them for around half of what I paid, but they're expensive. They're like 3 divs just for a base, and yeah, it's kind of a little bit dumb. We found a wand yesterday, and I put a lot more into this one than I want to admit, but I found a wand base for 15 divs, and this is the wand right here. The idea behind using a staff was to get like reduced cooldown on blink, which we actually do get a lesser cooldown if we have a staff. We get a lesser cooldown with a staff on blink. It's like a 0.15 second difference. But this is the one we bought for 15 div. I fractured it and hit the cast speed. I was kind of hoping to hit the crit so I could craft like more cast speed or something, but cast speed doesn't really matter because most of the time you kill stuff in one hit anyways. Although I don't really know if I like this ball lightning spell now that I kind of think about it. The build's going pretty well though, not gonna lie, it's going pretty nicely. A lot better than I probably thought it would have at the start. Hopefully when I do these towers, there's more towers around. We'll just do this tablet, why not? one mod tablet. But when we look to do maps, like, we could always, I don't know. Part of the reason that maps are so rippy on this build is just that, like, even right now I'm res capped and everything. If I did more damage, it would help a little bit, but part of the problem is you just can't get that much ES on the build without really messing around with stuff. It just gets overwhelmed sometimes. Like, sometimes you blink into 100 monsters, and it really doesn't matter how much ES you have. It's just the fact that you blinked into too many monsters, and they just kill you. So I've kind of been learning how to play with it a little bit, which is that I just kind of blink and then spark when there's a lot of monsters instead of just perma blinking, because spark will actually kill stuff. But I have to be careful, because if I spark when I have no energy shield, I just die. There's nothing you can do about it. It's like right now we have no energy shield, so we can't really afford to cast spark, because if I get it drains like 90% of my life. And there we go. I don't know, I got randomly frozen. I have no idea. I have no idea how I just got frozen there. Yeah, TOC is definitely very good for making money as you know, just in general. It actually is really good for making money. And the reason why it's good for making money is that you can get the soul cores, like half, not half, but a few of the soul cores are worth a lot of money. Like the crit damage bonus one is like 7 div. The chaos resistance one is like 5 to 10 chaos depending on the day. So it is a good money maker. I just have never made a video on it, because part of the Trial of Chaos is that you have to be able to kind of one-shot the bosses, or just have a really tanky build. The bosses are actually really frustrating in Trial of Chaos. The trials are definitely slow too, though. Don't get me wrong. The trials are definitely slow too. Did I see what the rabbit talisman's worth? No. I mean, I'm assuming it's probably like over 100 divs. Who knows? Yeah, I haven't really looked. Okay, this is a good map to run later. This is also a good map to run later. I thought I ran this map, this 10 quant. Why didn't I? I thought I did. Okay, we actually have a few good rarity maps, but this one's kind of rippy. Probably run this one in the tower, or at least try to. Crit damage bonus is like just such a rippy mod. 115 div yesterday. Yeah, I don't necessarily think they're worth that much. I think it's just like you had to do a wisp farm to really get them. And players who were wisp farming were seeing a ton of them in 6-man groups. And then all of the people who were wisp farming and group farming probably quit and go to PoE1. And then someone probably took advantage of the fact of that and bought them all in the entire market and relisted them absurdly high. Yeah.
Dude, why is it so dirty everywhere here?
I don't know. Yeah.
So it's not looking good. Adios, love you.
What?
Bye, I'm leaving.
Alright, bye. I mean, I'm sure there are people who buy it for that price. I don't know, like, if anyone actually Like, I don't know. I don't think any player legitimately playing the game is going to pay that price for them. If I'm being 100% honest. But talismans drop kind of frequently if you get the right wisp. Like, I'm a half spec'd into wisps right now. Just for this, we're going to do some ritual farming. But we are spec'd into wisps a little bit. I want to see kind of how it works out. See, like, we just got a talisman right there, serpent. And the rabbit is definitely pretty rare. Don't get me wrong. You have to get, like, the unique wisp, which is really, really rare. But you can just kind of spec into wisps, and then you can also do Omen of the Hunt. It's like another good option. I don't know why I'm just hooked to mages now all of a sudden. Was a warrior player. I like mages, bro. I like playing from range. Gafron. Very nice, Gafron. No loot really, but I think we're still chilling. Or I guess that was the tower, right? That was the tower, so nice. Oh wait, that wasn't the tower actually. We have to activate the precursor beacon. Totally forgot. Hopefully we have another tower around here. I don't know if we do or will, but okay, now we juice these with these. Okay, this is gonna put a ritual altar on every single map. Very nice. We can probably just do these two actually, and then do an irradiation. We can probably do these two and then an irradiation. Do we have any more towers? Well, we actually do have one more tower. We have one more tower. We could do... Hear me out. How far away is it? Oh, we have like a quad tower set up right here. We might be able to do this map, teleport over, and get the triple tower set up. That's exactly what we'll do. And we'll go down to do it. We'll go down. All right. Yeah, and then we'll level everything up too, just to make sure. Really enjoy your Sekima's video. Can you tell me if I go for Vase Relic runs, what relics should I use? If I'm being honest, I don't really recommend most people to run Desperate Alliances. I think you make a lot less than if you just like sold carries or did whatever. But if you chose to do so, you would probably use whatever benefited you the most. So like movement speed, quantity of relics would probably help you break even on cost and chill out a little bit. So that's one option, and another option would be if you're struggling with boss damage, you can go into more boss damage is another option. You could take bosses take increased damage relics. There's a lot of different things you could do. Yo, Shingo, good morning. Guys, if you I'm not I don't have a build guide out yet right now for this build that you see me playing. This is a new build we've been working on. This is with the Temporalis. If you want to see my Blood Mage Rake build, I do have a video in the Discord, as well as POB links, and there's a video on the channel as well for the Rake build, Blood Mage. We're really going to juice these towers out, though. Is that single or double cast on critical? It's just single. It's not even cast on critical. We don't have cast on critical at all. This is just cast on dodge. Don't really need cast on critical for mapping. Can't really get it to work that well either. I mean, you can, but yeah, it's just one. I I could use like Alpha's Howl to get a second one, but it just costs too many defenses, if I'm being honest. Did we not finish this map? How far does this tower go to? I mean, we'll definitely be able to juice like 5, 6, 7 maps hopefully with this tower. 7 maps or so. Yeah, I think 7 maps. We'll hit 7 maps with 3 towers. So this should be pretty good. But I don't think we actually finished this map. What was left on this map? Oh. Where's the last rare? Oh, I see him. It's an essence. I hate these essence rares. Yeah, the only problem I have with the build right now is that it's kind of squishy, I'm not gonna lie. But with that being said, it could also be an issue of me just not having enough damage. Like, maybe if I had a lot more damage, I'd be chilling. I bought this Focus today for 100 divs, though. This has 330 ES, 70% crit, so I could drop crit on the helmet and get just a really, I got a 500 ES helmet with triple res and life. So I'm crit capped, but at the cost of not really having any rarity in my gear, and we have like 5,000 ES now. We're going to start putting some deli on these maps, just a little bit. Just to up the amount of tribute that we get from these ritual altars. We'll go into the trenches here. Bing bop boom bam. And hopefully we're able to survive and prosper and thrive. Why the trample toe? Because when I tried this build without trample toe, it did 1/10 the amount of damage. These are super OP. Like they actually, when I kill stuff and you see it all explode, like that's like right here, that's trample toe. Like all these mobs exploding and dying is purely trample toe. I mean, I could go back to the ES boots that I had and we can see how they are, but trample toe overkill is actually super, super OP. Unless you have like a very, very insane wand and focus, it probably doesn't matter as much. You can probably go ES boots. Yeah, the overkill works on everything that it kills. So everything you kill will explode for a lot of damage. We'll just skip this altar for now, why not? Yeah, I mean, the new Shrine Scepter definitely pretty OP, don't get me wrong. I don't know if I want to, like, I chanced one earlier in the league, and I don't know if I want to pay hundreds of divines for a new one. And like I said, you give up a lot of ES by not having, or not ES, you give up a lot of damage not having trample toe, but you could definitely substitute out like a good pair of boots for trample toe and then use like the new gloom scepter probably, but you'd lose. The problem is that like your focus gives you so much damage. It's actually ridiculous how much damage a good focus gives you. Yeah, that was one of the problems I faced, was trying to get res capped, and like I said, I've probably spent like 600 divines on focuses and helmets over the last 3 days just testing different things out. And I think the move is definitely to get like a crit chance focus with a T1 res, as much ES as possible, and then like as much spell damage as possible. You need like T1 spell damage. It's way too much, especially if you're going adorned. If you're going adorned and your passive tree looks like this, 100% spell damage is actually 100% increased damage because you don't have any nodes in spell damage, right? So if you get 100% more, you're actually doing double damage, which is, you know, pretty important to realize, I guess, or take advantage of. And you need that on, like, ideally your wand and your focus, right? Very important. Your wand, I think gain cold is actually very good from what I've seen, because a lot of these explosions too are from cold shatters on the targets. But, like, as you can see, we're kind of doing deli. I mean, this map's not really that juiced, but, like, we're doing tier 6, tier 15, I guess this is. Tier 15, not really struggling at all. But the more I juice it, the harder it gets, and I eventually start getting one shot. So there is, like, you really do need a good wand and a focus so that you can kill everything before it kills you. There definitely are a couple other setups I could try. I mean, we could always try a scepter with multiple spirit buffs, like Arctic armor, etc. I just don't think it'd be very good. Proudly ran myself. Very nice. Grats on the Temporalis run. Unfortunately, I never ran any. I was donated most of this. Okay, so we're on, like, our second altar. I guess we can just defer these and then reroll. And then if we have no omen, we reroll again, right? And we get, I think these blue flames are worth something. Bunch of uniques. Holy moly. Wait, these used to be worth something. I don't know if they're worth anything anymore. We'll just buy them. And I think that's everything on this map. One thing I was thinking about is maybe swapping, like, out ball lightning on cast on dodge to, like, more sparks, like 2 more sparks or something. I don't know if that'd make a difference, but definitely cost less mana and give you more procs, but hit less stuff around you. Oh, are you kidding me? This is gonna bug out like this, I guess. Whatever. We go here next. We can put some deli on the map. Yeah, I honestly, like, I'm just playing for fun at this point. We're going to do some strats and test some stuff out a little bit. But in all honesty, like, now that I'm not running trials anymore either, I'm kind of broke and I've pretty much sold everything. And I'm just out of currency, which is, you know, we're chilling, right? We're going to do some strats and see, like, how much currency we can make. If maybe it's better than trials. Who knows? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. And we'll try to do it with the Temporalis so that we can speed up some of the runs. And hopefully not die too many times like we just did right there. This is one of the annoying parts about Temporalis, is the amount of times that you die with it. Which hopefully we don't do in this challenge here. Hopefully we don't die too many times, because we want to collect the best data as possible. But we're still setting up the atlas, so the maps. Let's see if mid-season patch brings some people back. Are they coming out with a new patch? I thought they already did the mid-season patch, unless they're doing another one. Everyone's playing PoE1 right now is the problem. Like, literally everyone. It's got like 10 times higher player base than PoE2. I really should have started playing PoE1 and taken a break from PoE2. Would have been good. They think I'll log into a game for 36 challenges when I don't even know how to play it. It's not too late to start. We might have to. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie, I really genuinely did enjoy PoE1 when I was playing it. I didn't want to invest like all my time into PoE1 and then come back. I wanted to just like focus on PoE2 and get better at PoE2, I guess. And yeah, you are right. I've actually put a lot of thought into this. Like in 5 years, PoE2 will probably be exactly like PoE1. Well, I gotta go have fun. I hope you have a nice rest of your day, Mr. Headshot. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I will. I will share the build once we get it min-max a little bit more. Maybe we'll test without trample toes again. I think they're kind of needed, but we might like. I don't know. It's kind of hard because we need the damage from the focus. Testing out the Gloomsraptor would be nice, though. Alright, we are just gonna delete these. I think I was looking for like an overcorruption or something there. I don't really know. Alright, so now what we do is we're gonna really juice these maps in the middle. I'm thinking with like... How freaking amazing would it be if we could teleport there? We probably want Grand Project. I'm not gonna lie. We probably want Grand Project, and we probably want Visions of Paradise. The question is, we're gonna have to teleport here, I'm thinking, which loses a map, but then we'll go like here, and hopefully this allows us. Yeah, we'll have to do this, but we'll put 2 of these in, and then we'll put a Grand Project in just to hop over to save all the maps in the middle. Don't have any, I don't think. That's fine, I'll buy one. Grand Project. I might log in and play Pee-wee, but after I end next, I'm probably going to be dead inside. I know, that's how I felt too. Bro, the acts are actually so long. They feel so quick because you can just put on like Leap Slam and just fly through each zone. But then there's like 35 billion zones in each act, and it doesn't feel that good anymore. All right, we are going to look at Grand Project precursor tablets. You have a Grand Project. If you want to throw it in the yield stash, I'll give you a few chaos for it or something. This is, we're just testing some ritual juicing, and hopefully we can actually stay alive and manage to complete this challenge. Or not challenge, but a strat. We're gonna test out juicing ritual altars is basically what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see how viable it is, if at all. I don't think it will be that viable, but you never know. We're gonna have to waste a couple maps in the process of setting this up, but we should be fine. We'll have all these maps here in the middle. Yeah, if you want to throw it in, I can throw like 5. I don't know how much they're worth, but I think they're pretty cheap. I'll give you like 5 chaos. In tab 2, very, very nice. Thank you. Ooh, 17 range also. I think I put them in there anyways. Okay, so we're going to Grand Project. Boom. This will allow us to teleport over here so we can get closer to this. We're going to have to do 1, 2, 3, probably like 4 maps to get to the next tower. That's fine though. We'll just... We will go. We will go, 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 go. We'll zoom through these. We're not really going to do the ritual altars in these maps. We need a Visions of Paradise as well, which I'll grab, because we're going to run all these twice, preferably. And then I need 2 more ritual tablets with % chance to be omens. So we'll buy those after this. Okay, we have a good wisp here, so we need to actually follow it. I think I'm spec'd into wisps right now, so we'll also be trying to do those throughout these maps as much as possible. Give me another golden charm. Ooh, never lucky. Never lucky. I just got scammed. Alright. No big deal. We head back to town. We're chilling like a villain. No way. How did I just get one shot like that? That was crazy. This map is actually... These maps are really annoying to do on like an Autobomber. Whenever there's lots and lots of obstacles. Now I need to wait for my health to regen too. Very nice. We have finished yet another map here. We have finished yet another map. We go back to the map device, and we have 2 more maps to do. We'll go up, maybe. I don't know. We have another tower right here, too, so we could actually quadra juice this map. Wait, that might be the tech. We could quadra juice this. We'll put a Visions of Paradise here, and then we'll do this. Oh my gosh, we'll have like 6 really juiced maps. This might go really hard, or it could just be like really cringe. One or the other. We have another good wisp here. This could be good. This could be another golden charm right here, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. Nope. Never lucky. Oh, but the wisp got released. These wisps are so OP. And there's another one right there. Another stag or cat or whatever it is. Am I only using 1 spark in my cast on dodge? Yeah. Yeah, only 1 spark. I was actually, I think I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to eventually, I think, use 2 cast on criticals. Or two sparks on cast on dodge. Instead of maybe instead of this ball lightning, I don't even know. Oh, nice. We can actually just do this map and then this map too. So we'll do this tower. We'll juice out these maps. I'm gonna need to buy a bunch more tablets though, which is probably gonna be pretty expensive. And then we'll have to go from there. 23% sparks. No. Should I be? I'm using +1. No, I'm actually on my cast on dodge. I don't think ball lightning is doing much either. I think it's kind of a bait. So we might change it out. My cast on dodge is... It's not 23% spark, right? Because that would be... I'm just using a level 2 spark. Do I want a 23% so it fires an extra projectile? Do I have to also have the quality of all skills in my temporalis socket? Because I only have one of those. Yeah, but you might be right. Like, you might, from putting 23%, you might get an additional projectile. Oh, it just makes it faster? I thought it made it more. Yeah, I mean, that might help too, though. Anything. Please don't die. Why can't I move, bro? Okay, that's got to be the most frustrating thing when that happens. Like, I'm not even stunned. I just, like, sometimes you just can't cast Blink. It just goes on cooldown and stays on cooldown. So annoying. Whatever. We go again on the same map. We're just juicing the maps right now, so we're chilling. We're going to have 4 towers, and we're going to have Omen % on pretty much every tower. It's going to be... This is going to go pretty insane. Hopefully it goes insane. Might have to grab some increased tribute or something. Precursors as well. I don't really know. Yeah, I think you're right, though. It probably is really good quality of life. You definitely don't want levels on it, really. I mean, levels are nice and all, but... Like, how... Bro. I have ailment threshold and everything, and I just get stunned for 30 minutes. Maybe that's the secret. Maybe we go into ES ailment on the passive tree instead of... Because, like, the only thing that really kills me is getting frozen, and... Yeah. The only thing that kills me at this point, and this is actually pretty common. What'll kill me is that my spark uses 90% of my life. And so if I accidentally press spark while I'm getting damaged, it just kills me. That's one thing that kills me, is accidentally pushing spark when I have no energy shield, and it just kills me. The other thing... Oh, we also have the wrong helmet on. Oops. The other thing that kills me is getting frozen and stunned. I mean, like, we're cruising through T15, T16 non-deli. The only problem is the deli. Like, with deli, there's just too many monsters, and I get, like, stunned, and then, boom, I die. It's the only problem, but more sparks might be the move. Maybe we try that on the next map. Low-level sparks. We can always swap our wand around, too, to get more damage. This one we bought for, like, 15 divs. Some guy posted it, and I literally just searched all spell skills and crit chance, and this was the only result that came up. It was like 15 div, I bought it, fractured it, missed the fracture, but We did spend some divs trying to craft on it, but didn't get that far. Okay, so I need a grand project, and I need some more of these omen precursors. So or not grand project, I need the Visions of Paradise is what I need. We're going to use Visions because it's going to help us out a lot. These guys are probably all price fixers, though, not going to lie. Let's see who actually accepts. Maybe we have to search for by divines or something. Okay, so it looks like Turfs messaged me or Bob Bui Bui. We buy from Bob Bui Bui because his has higher maps on it. Okay, now we buy Ritual Omen modifiers. I'm going to search for like 23% chance to be omens. Let's see how expensive these are. This guy's probably not going to respond. This guy for sure won't respond. All right, guys. Any day now. These guys are actually all price fixers. How am I supposed to search for these? I mean, I can search by list date, and I'll actually get results, but still not exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, someone invited me finally? Oh, it's this guy for 8 chaos. I buy 4. See how many he actually has. We need to do 2 more maps, and then we're chilling, and we can get started with the strat. So this is going to be a little bit juiced because, yeah, it looks like this guy just left the party too. That's kind of frustrating. Okay, never mind. That was someone else. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, any day now, sir? Nice. What a beast. Okay, they're like all really nicely rolled too. Very, very nice. Okay, now we go back to the hideout. And we can juice up these last two areas. And we'll put Visions of Paradise on this one. So we can do Visions of Paradise with rarity. And then, yeah, we'll do this last. And hopefully everything gets irradiated in total. Nice. Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. And then this last tower here, we can do this. And these ones in the middle should be very, very juiced. We do the Sun Temple first. I'm going to be right back, and then we will continue forward. All right, I've returned. Oh, I hate this place, actually. This place could be very deadly. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, well, whatever. We go next. We could try the boots we had, though. Like, we could try the boots and see if it helps survive. Maybe. Probably not, but I think we need the overkill from Trample Toe. I actually hate this map with a burning passion. This could be worse. Who knows? We'll see. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're gonna see if maybe having multiple sparks does better for us. Wait, we didn't actually want to upgrade Spark. Oops. We wanted to make a Spark. Okay, this might be better. This might be better. We'll have to see, but could be better, could be worse. Okay, it was not better at all. And we'll try with Trample Toe. Trample Toe, again, could just be the difference maker. Selling another emerald. 8 Deverunis. Very nice. Give me my money. There we go. Hook me up. Thank you, sir. Alright. We'll try with Trample Toe now, and hopefully this works. Yeah, the projectile mobs are, they're very, very annoying, I will not lie. Okay, why can't I... Why does this happen all the time? Does anyone know why this is? Why I completed this map and can't go to the next map? It happens all the time, actually. And now I have to do 2 entire more maps. Whatever, we are chilling. We'll run some, let's run some, like, more difficult maps, I guess, if that's going to be the case. And we'll see then if maybe these changes, adding 2 sparks instead of ball lightning, is better. Because the problem with ball lightning... Yeah, I just, originally I saw someone was using ball lightning, and I tried that, and it just kind of kills me a lot because I never have any health. We're just using, or we're trying 2 sparks right now, but this could be worse. I'm definitely not dying from the same stuff anymore, though. I mean, this map's not, like, super juiced or anything, but... We could try out the, Anyone know, other than waiting for it to reset and stuck in the boss arena and there's no way to leave the arena? Yeah, you have to join someone's party in-game and then teleport to their hideout to get out of the boss arena. That's happened to me a few times this league. It's happened, especially on the expedition boss, it's happened pretty frequently. Let's try the +5 lightning wand, maybe. See if maybe this is better. Damage-wise. We might have to try out the other focus, too, and drop some defenses. Because it feels a lot better like this. Oh, we have to do this map twice. See, now this disappeared. There was literally a line here connecting these two. We have to do this twice, though, because, we had Visions of Paradise on it. Unfortunately, we might have to do the other map next to this one twice as well. So we're doing a ton of maps here just to juice a few ritual altars. Just a few. Sorry if I made you mad, bro. You did not make me mad. I can't move? Oh my gosh. There's just perma CC'd. We have to kill some stuff to get some charges? Oh my gosh. That was rough. And it released the spirit. Try running Reflect. What is Reflect? Arctic Armor Reflect. We can't run Arctic Armor. We don't have enough spirit. Okay, that is just... Man, like, how do I stop myself from getting frozen and deleted like that? I mean, do we really need... Maybe we need, like a Nascent Hope Thong Charm or something. Maybe we need a Thong Charm. We'll search up this Thong Charm on the marketplace. Okay, this is heavily price fixed. Maybe we need like immunity to stun, immunity to bleeding. We're probably fine now that we're not running. Like, we can probably get rid of this actually. Maybe we run a stone charm wherever the one that I had was. Stone. We run this stone charm and we run a thawing charm. Maybe that helps us live a little. All right. Hopefully, I'm really hoping this fixes the issue. I'm really hoping. Also, we're going to divine this, or at least try to divine it to 20, because it's kind of triggering me. Okay, 19. We're going to stick at 19. It's kind of triggering me that it's not 20, though. How much even are these? They're like, yeah, 30 divs-ish. Did I just drop right? No. I dropped one the other day with no rarity on the map or my gear. Spirit of the Cat. That was pretty sick. That was the like best drop I've ever gotten from a map before. God, we're gonna have to do this map twice too. This is so annoying. We'll just pop some of these keys or whatever. Hopefully we don't have to do the precursor tablet twice. Hopefully that's not irradiated too. This is why Visions of Paradise can sometimes be really annoying, not gonna lie. You miss sorcerers from the first league? Yeah, my buddy played one, and it looked very, very OP. Unfortunately, I never got to do anything cool like this the first league, so this is pretty awesome that we're able to mess around with the Temporalis and have some fun with it. If Bruck ever comes back to PoE2, it's all his. The relic chase is real frustrating. Oh yeah, I know all about it. I know all about it. I think that may have been the solution, Zao, was just the spark. We'll see when we start doing some more juiced maps in a second here. We can finally do the precursor tower. Oh my lord. Actually took forever. Oh no. This one is so rippy. We're gonna try to do it though. Might have to do this for the tower because it's pretty bad. Yeah, we'll just do this. Hopefully we don't die too many times. But this is our last tower for the setup, and then we can begin the strat. And then we can begin the strat. We actually survived. The spark, it might be a spark diff. Like, it might actually be a spark diff. Spark may have been what we needed. And the extra quality we'll probably go for. But it's going to be really hard to go for because I'm going to have to buy a bunch of low-level skill gems. I don't know how readily available those are. But we can finally finish juicing out the maps. I feel like I should add a breach or something to this, but let's just keep it simple. We always could. And now we have all these maps in the middle here that are pretty juiced. Pretty juiced. Not juiced enough, though. Not juiced enough. But at the moment, we have 4 towers affecting around 10 maps, and we have 225% increased chance to be omens. The rest of the modifiers are kind of bad. Ideally, we'd probably want more pack size, magic monsters, rare monsters, just to juice the altars a bit more. But we did get everything irradiated. We put a Visions of Paradise on this area. It took a bit of a long time to set up, but we can essentially run all these maps twice now. I'm going to run 4 or 5 mod maps most likely, just so that if I die, I don't lose the map entirely, which has been happening a lot throughout the testing of this build. We will put a decent amount of deli on the map, around 70 to 100%. And yeah, we'll see how many omens we're able to get in, 10, 25 maps. Might have to run some less juice maps after a while. But hopefully we get some pretty decent results. Should go pretty nicely, I'm hoping. Some of these might actually have less. Yeah, some of these have a bit less chance to be omens. But we do have a few juiced maps in the middle right here. We have a few good ones. Few juicers. We'll start in like the Spider Woods or Sandpit here. And yeah, let's see how this goes. One little side note before I get started, I'm going to change my passive tree. We're going to go into effective precursor tablets since we're solely relying on this strategy through effective precursor tablets. And yeah, we took nodes out of unstable energies, lost some pack size. Hopefully it's not too bad. We could probably put some more into some more pack size somewhere else. We are spec'd into spirits as well. Not too sure if there is really any value in spirits. We might spec out of that and go back into pack size and effective prefix and suffixes on the map as well. We'll just go back into rarity, I guess. There's nothing else we can really go into. And yeah, let's see how this goes. Gotta pull some maps out. Rippity rip maps. 4 mod maps only though. But we want like really juiced. Like I think one of these has a ton of magic and rare monsters. That's like ideally what we want. Oh, right here, right here. This one. This has a ton of magic and rare monsters. We'll actually come into here as well, and we'll buy some isolation. Why not? Just extra juice these maps. We can get like 4 of these, I guess, for 1 divine. If this is really, really rippy off the rip, we'll change it out. But we'll do like guilt isolation. And we'll go from there. This map has 1 revive on it. Alright, 50% magic monsters, 90% number of rare monsters, additional strong box. The strong box doesn't really matter. Doing Rust Bowl as our first map. This should irradiate to level 80, and we'll check how much omen chance we have on the actual Waystone. Hopefully this is kind of juiced. I don't know how much it'll actually be. Double effect of precursor tablets would obviously be what we're ideally seeking. Favors deferred at ritual altars reappears 67% sooner. Very nice. 13%. A little bit of rarity on this keystone, which I guess is nice, or waystone. 120% magic, 133% rare, and 394% increased chance to be omens. So we'll see what that actually translates into. Hopefully we're able to complete this map. Hopefully it goes pretty smoothly. And we'll try to actually do these like how we're supposed to do them. We're actually getting a little bit destroyed here, unfortunately. And we did put like, I think around 75% deli on this map as well. We're actually getting a lot of tribute as well, which is good. That was kind of the goal. By juicing it with magic and rare monsters and putting a lot of deli on it was to get more tribute. Looks like all the altars are actually right here. Okay, I really hate when these ritual altars do this, by the way. Okay, our very first unveil on the ritual altar, we have no omens. We have a couple deferred audiences. This might be a little bit cringe, I'm not gonna lie. Might be a little bit cringe. We'll do this last altar here, and then we'll re-roll. Having additional re-rolls on a setup like this would be really nice, especially if you really juiced out your maps and could guarantee really high tribute every single run. Be very ideal. Alright, here we go. Reroll number 1. Actually, let's defer these audiences. I mean, they're kind of worthless, but reroll number 1, no omens. Actually, we got 1 omen, but that's it. That is it. Am I misunderstanding something about these favors and ritual altars being omens? We'll defer these again. Why not? And we will re-roll again. Okay, we finally got some omens, but they're not really worth anything. We got Sinistral Exaltation, Dextral Alchemy, so not very promising. We'll buy the Sinistral Exaltation. Maybe defer these audiences again. Why not? Holy moly. Well, whether we die here or not doesn't really matter because we already did all the... Or I guess we have to complete the map to redo it. So we can't actually die. We need to actually kill everything, unfortunately. Alright, well, we died, but we completed the map, so it doesn't really matter. We could try using a different focus or something here as well. I mean, maybe we try this focus again. We lose a decent amount of ES. We're no longer cold res capped, but we should be fine. Or we can't really do this actually because we need the crit chance, huh? Yeah, we can't really do this. Did I notice a whole lot more on death effects, or is it just me? What do you mean? Alright, we'll do this map next. This already has 4 prefixes, so we'll just slam it. With some deli, we'll do 2 paranoia this time. This is 75% deli. Okay, we'll do Sandspit. And we'll do the Fetid Gambit. The Fetid Gambit. The after-death fire explosions are so frequent now. Yeah, I haven't really noticed that. Oh, nice. We got a legendary wisp. No. Bro, this actually gets kind of annoying sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Like, why am I all of a sudden just not doing damage after having dealt damage all day? Did that despawn the boss? No. No, never lucky. Can never get like a... I kind of was hoping I got a talisman there because I could really use one. Okay. That's actually kind of frustrating. Also, why did it just teleport me to the other side of the map? It just put me in an entirely new instance or something. What is our, Oh my gosh, wait, we can't afford to die on this map. We have a 691% chance for omens. The white kills your eyes, like the deli white. Okay, hopefully I don't just get absolutely murdered on these. Okay. Ritual altar. We have 700% increased chance for there to be omens. Ritual altar number 2 has no... I mean, it's got a resurgence and a dextral coronation, but that's it. What in the actual flip? And the items are all pretty meh, too. Maybe we do another ritual altar, though, and one of those is, like, the best tier 0 unique in the game. Who knows? I do need to go back, though, I think, to my hideout and recharge my flash charges so that we don't actually end up dying here. Would be very ideal, I think. Alright. Yeah, maybe we need to do, like, infinite rerolls with reduced reroll cost is, like, a better strategy. I don't know, because this seems to be kind of cringe. I'm not going to lie. It seems to be pretty cringe. I don't know how many more of these I can do. I thought I'd, like... I mean, I'm only a few altars in. I guess I really shouldn't complain. I shouldn't complain at all. Only look at the mini-map on the top right corner. I wish I could zoom it out more. I guess we really only have to do like 3 of these altars. Boom. I mean, how chillin' are we, though? This is why we need to do like 4 mod maps, so otherwise we just get obliterated. Okay, I dislike ritual altars too, like this right here. Like, there's nothing. It's in this shroud or something. Where's it at? Oh, see, it's right here, like buried in the ground. What the heck was that? They need to remove or fix that. All right, here we go. Boom. All right, we got an Omen of Refreshment and an Omen of Resurgence. Maybe we buy this audience and we defer. Omen of Greater Annulment. I mean, it's actually not too bad. We could actually buy it. We can buy it if we do the last Ritual Altar. I think those are worth a few chaos, Probably not anymore, but they were worth a lot. See, we're chilling on the tribute. We're chilling. We can just defer this audience again. Still have 940 tributes, so we could definitely fit multiple rerolls in eventually to a setup like this, but I don't know how often you're going to find like a 4-tower setup. I honestly should have just like used this for quant rarity and gotten a rarity bot and really juiced these maps. That was like 650% though to be an omen. And it wasn't an omen. We can use this waystone, I guess. Again, we'll just do number of our monsters with Deli. Get 2 revives. Put the greater annulment away. Nah, we're chilling right now. Rarity bot doesn't do anything for rituals. I was just saying that like I should have used this area for a rarity bot setup instead of for ritual altars. I just wanted to see if this was actually a legitimate strat or not. I mean, maybe we just got unlucky there. I guess we had 700% increased chance to be omens though. 700% of 0.1. Is that really the chance? 10. It's surely it's not a 1 in 1,000. I see them like I felt like I saw them 1 in 50. So if we do like 10 of these, we should theoretically see with 2 rerolls and like a 500% chance on average or something like that. We should be seeing pretty frequent omens. But even if it's 5x more of 1 in 50, like it's still a 1 in what, like a 1 in 10, and to juice 10 maps I spent like 10 divines, so like unless we get 2 omens I lose money here. Because I actually invested like a lot into this setup. Okay, that's a little bit frustrating, but what can you do about it? That might be a ball lightning diff, I don't know. Okay, I'm just not, like, I don't know what the problem is all of a sudden, but I'm just not killing anything. This wasn't a problem. Even after I changed Spark, like, it's not a ball lightning difference. It's definitely not. Maybe I just need to cast Spark more frequently or something. Like self-cast Spark. Okay. Wait, what's our omen percent chance on this map? 400%. All right. So we did a 300% map, we did a 700% map, and we have now on a 400% increased chance to be omens. And that's not factoring in the passive points from, so it's like 500% chance right now, and we've seen like 6 omens and almost all of them were worthless. They're my dangages. But we'll see, though. We still have 2 rerolls. The rerolls could be good. That might be a difference maker, too, is we might need, like, additional rerolls on a setup like this. But that's a very expensive tablet. That's like a 5-div tablet. Alright, we'll take a look. I guess we'll just defer this audience again. Boom, refresh. Okay, audience again. Bunch of bad loot as well. Very, very nice game. Alright. Oh, I meant to defer the audience, but yeah, our last reroll, we actually got like no omens. Wait, what the heck? I legitimately thought this might be a strat. I mean, we're only 2 maps in, so it might just be a maps completed diff. But unfortunately, we died, so we can't actually run this map again. That is very unfortunate, but it's all right. We go next with the next map. We have this map. We'll just do less deli, I guess. Less deli is probably the solution to the deaths. Okay, we'll do augury. I think this map kind of sucks if I remember correctly. Alright, we got another audience, I guess. We'll defer the first one, and then we'll refresh. I'm not going to defer the second one. And then we'll take a look. The items are all pretty bad. We'll refresh again. Just give us an idea of whether or not we need to do the last ritual, or if we can just leave after killing the last rare. We could do the ritual to get the Omen of Corruption. They're kind of worthless right now, but could do that if we wanted to. Boots of Uldir. Got a pair of these the other day. They're not like tier 0, I don't think. A lot of sim splinters here. We're up to 5.2 million gold. Jesus crockers, mate. Crockers. Maybe we respec our gemling, our huntress. 20% reduced reservation. Yay. What are these going for? It says 1 div a month ago. Are they actually going for like 10 div, or is that just because they have really high roll mana? Yeah, probably just because of the mana. Huh, very interesting. Well, we go again on the maps. We got unlucky again. We can do sulfuric caverns, I guess. 225% increased chance again to be omens. Woo! We'll corrupt these boots using the omen we just got. 23% increased stun threshold. Yay. We'll list these for like, I don't know, 1 div. I have no idea what they go for. The market looks a little bit wonky. We're going to blast through here. We have a revive available quant rarity map. We have a couple of these. I mean, we could try doing this one. Unique monsters have 2 additional modifiers as well. Hopefully this one just doesn't blast our face off, though. We also have a breach on this map, so hopefully this one really pays out. And now I'm saying 225% chance to be omens. 67% rarity. I will take it any day of the week. Unfortunately, my build doesn't really have... If we had a much better focus, we could get rid of one of our rings. And, get a crazy breach ring, but much better focus is probably out of the question. Especially if we had a much better wand. We wouldn't really be struggling that much if our wand was a lot better. Same with our focus. Like, are you kidding me? What is that, bro? We keep getting wolf. Hunted by the wolf. That was very difficult. Alright, no omens again. Wait, what the heck? Is this cringe? This is pretty cringe. I am not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, this is just a little bit cringe. Alright, let's defer the audience and then we'll do one more ritual and then we'll reroll. I think we have to complete like at least 3 to actually be eligible for an omen. No, I died. No way. That's so cringe. It's from using Spark. I wish there's a way to play this class without just losing all of my energy shield. It's kind of frustrating actually. Or not energy shield, my health. Like that had like no bad mods on it, I don't think either. Oh, that's rough. I have to do like some of these maps, I guess. I guess the visions didn't really hit any of these maps. Or I guess it did hit these maps, but it was probably a bad investment here. Alright, we'll do this map. This will be the last map we do for now. And then I'm going to take a break for a little bit. We're only like 4 maps in. This is going a lot slower than I thought. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm literally doing no damage. I feel like if the more monsters there are, the more damage I should be doing. Might be because I went out of ball lightning. I don't know. I think ball lightning is probably just killing me though. So, but it could be spark too. We might want spark to be higher level than just 3. But I don't know, because, like, then we come into this map and we're just frying, right? And everything's dying and we're, like, chilling. Not taking any damage. It's got to be a bad mod or something on the map. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff in there this time. This could be it, guys. This could be it. This could be the one with all the omens. Like 6 omens at one time. Could you imagine? Alright, cat touched. This could be it. This could be it. This could be another golden Charmerino. Why is it going this way, though? A whittling and a Palm of Dreamer. I don't think you can get a Palm of Dreamer inside of it, if I'm being honest. Could be another rite of passage? No. Never lucky. Never lucky. Alright, this is good news. There's still 3 items hidden, so they could be, one of them could be an omen. But we do have, like, no ritual honor because it's a little bit doomed. Map's not juiced enough to be getting a ton of ritual favor. Boom. Alright, well, come on, man. It's an audience with the king. Like, nobody wants one of those. We'll defer this one. We're going to have to keep deferring this one. Alright, we refresh. Dextral Exaltation. I guess it's not too bad. But I'm not going to buy it, because if we do get a good omen in this last one, we won't be able to defer it. But, as you guys can see, no omen. Wow, what a shame, actually. We'll just buy the audience. Why not? Got a bunch of waystones, though. See what we get out of these bad boys. Boom. Boom. Magic rare pack size. I guess we could run this one and then do like guilt. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We'll do Blooming Field next. We'll have to try this out and see how it is. Bit disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. The overall outcome of this experiment that we've embarked on here. All these monsters bugged out. You see that? They're like dead, but still in their animation. Oh no, we have perished yet again. Alright, we'll go back to that ritual altar. If we even can. Iron Buckler. I think I got one of these before, and it's not worth that much. Alright, we open it up again, and there's like nothing in here. We will buy this amulet, though. You never know. I think this buckler is worthless. It did show up like a divine, but it could just have been like a visual bug or something. The bow is pretty bad. All this loot is pretty bad. We'll do one more ritual before we identify any loot. Actually, we'll go up top here and kill this rare before going back down. Might be a ritual up here, but I kind of doubt it. Please go up. The wisps always run away from rares, I swear. It's like an actual thing. That buckler is great. Come on, bro. This is a 5C buckler. If it ain't worth 600 plus divines, I don't want it. Oh, AFK sim farmer? Bro, how can you AFK farm sims? Like, you have to click on the wave start and press a button. Well, maybe it's AFK in the sense that maybe you don't have to press a button. Come on, no, man. Like, ow. Why haven't I, like, the flash jar, bro? I can't do this. Like, we're like 6 maps in. We have seen no rare omens with like 600% damage on average. Or 600% chance to see an omen we've seen like 5 omens. None of them are good. I think it's a doomed method. Alright, let's take a look at this buckler though. 16% chaos res, 28% block chance. This looks pretty pretty nasty on the rolls. We'll quality this bad boy. We'll socket it. And we'll pull out the Volerino. And we're about to get the nastiest roll you guys have ever seen. 22 life gained when you block. Surely that is an absolutely insane. Surely that's absolutely insane for an AFK build to gain life when you block. We're listing it for 18 mirrors. 1,000 divines. All right, we go again. We do one more map and then I take a break. I can't go to like I can't hop off, but without getting an expensive omen, right? So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna rerun Rust Bowl here. I don't get why though. It's like I either go and it really doesn't make any sense to me, right? Because you'd think that with more monsters that Trample Toe would be stronger. But every time there's like 100 monsters as opposed to like 10, I one-shot, if there's only like 20, 30, 40 monsters, like boom, I blink, I one-shot all of them, and I one-shot everything on my screen. But as soon as there's like 100 monsters, I don't kill any of them. Like it just doesn't hit them. Like right here, boom, I'm just one-shotting everything. But then as soon as we get into the group where there's a bunch of them, I'm just no longer one-shotting them. I don't know why that is. Might need higher levels of spark in my cast on dodge. Not like too high. Like we don't want it to start draining our life, but it might be a little bit too low. Like, what is that? Bro, I literally am 6,000 health res capped with a charm going that makes me take reduced damage. I blink and I just die. I can't get any more ES than this. This is a perfectly rolled focus, and like the helmet is like 50 ES off of what it can be. You know what I'm saying? Can't really do much better than we are. We could play better, I guess. Alright, we've finished 2 ritual altars. Who knows if we can finish a 3rd one. How could I do this map on tier 16 though? I did this map on tier 16 first already with 10 times more deli and didn't die a single time. Or maybe I died once or twice, but this is like lower tier, less deli, easier mods, and I can't do it. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the ignited ground. Or maybe it's a conspiracy theory. Alright. Here comes the moment of truth. No omens. Oh my gosh. We got one omen of corruption, I guess. One omen of corruption, which... I mean... We also got a pair of gloves. These could be good for some build. We'll grab them. I'll leave the omen of corruption. We'll re-roll once. We got an omen of refreshment. These items here are a bit saddening. We re-roll again. And, I'll get your rings in 1 second, Scott. This is a little bit disappointing. Or like I said, we might just need more rerolls or something. I just don't know what the sweet spot is for that, for something like that, you know? Yeah, those are good. I mean, if you struggle with those, it's... I mean, I don't know what to tell you because that's better than what I have in terms of gear. Quant rarity, 50% deli. Damage tooltip is low. Yeah, I mean... You could get a focus with percent, like, fire damage on it, too. Percent spell damage and percent fire. Maybe a better amulet. But apart from that, I mean, like I said, your gears, those gloves are better than mine. So the ring is more damage on it than mine, too. And your jewels are better than mine also, so... The damage tooltip doesn't need to be high for Rake, though. Like, as long as you can do, like, 10% of a target's health, and then press Blood Hunt, like, you're chilling. Doesn't need to be that high. But anyways, I'm going to take a little break for a while, guys. Yeah, you could get a better focus than this. You could get one with percent spell and percent fire or something like that. Ideally fire, since your rings and gloves have a lot of fire on them. And then I would definitely change out your socket in these gloves to increased magnitude of damaging ailments instead of non-damaging ailments. And yeah, like I said, for focus you could get one with percent spell, percent fire, like some of these, like this one or something. Or even, I guess I'll show you the one I use. That's not it. Right here. 116% spell, 78% fire. Can this character even kill King in the Mist? That's what I want to know. Probably not. I'm going to try to kill King of the Mist once, and then I'm going to hop off for the day, or for just a little bit. Definitely going to take a little break. I've been streaming for a while, and yeah. We spent like all morning juicing those towers for the ritual thing, and I thought like I'd at least, I don't know, we've done like 6 maps, I guess. It's as juiced as it can be. It's like 700% chance for an omens. We're getting three visuals per roll, essentially. So it's like doing 21 ritual altars all in one. And I don't know if I just don't understand it right or what. Also, I have like no ES with this, so I might just die. I might have to swap boots for this. I mean, I guess we can kill audience. We just need to use the ES boots. Ooh, T1 crit damage bonus. We could try to fracture that. We missed. Very unfortunate. We cast it off for T2 presence. Very unlucky. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a little break for a little bit. I don't know if I'll be on later or not. I might just finish juicing the open maps and see what I get and then make a video out of it. But yeah, thanks for tuning in for the time being. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be live later or not. But if I'm not, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And if I am, I will see you guys in a little bit. Peace out.